Howdy folks, Anthony here with Fountain Pen Sounds. Today we're doing a little bit of a different video. I decided it was time to pick up a handful of pens that had been on my wish list. We'll do this in the style of an unboxing and a first look at some of these pens. Got two different HongDian pens, as well as two different Asvine pens. I haven't opened these up yet, so we'll get in a little further here in a moment. Starting with the HongDian pens, I've got the HongDian N8 in the red acrylic and the N7 in the blue. Inside the box, you'll have a metal pen case wrapped in plastic. Get that out of the way. And then we'll open that up to show the pen itself, also wrapped in plastic. We'll go ahead and get both of these opened up here. Same packaging on the other one here. Taking off the cap here of the N7. You can see it has a two-tone nib here, ink window, and a swirly blue acrylic body. The back finial here is your piston knob. Unscrewing that will lower the piston. As you can see, it went down through the ink window there. And then you'll screw that back up to fill the pen up with ink. So we have the N8 here, very similar design to the pen itself. Unscrewing the cap, you'll see the main difference visually is there's no ink window, and the section and finial are going to be made of resin as well. Unscrewing the body, you'll see that this one is a converter filled pen. So you'll also need to use bottled ink. It doesn't come with any cartridges on this one. So for now, we'll move these out of the way and switch over to the Asvine pens and unbox those. So we've got two pens from Asvine here as well. We've got the V169 and the P20. The P20 is going to be a piston-filled pen, and this one is a vacuum filler. Go ahead and take the bubble wrap off here. A clear plastic case. Inside we'll have a instruction manual and the pen itself, with this one being a vacuum filler. It's not going to have any ink cartridges or anything. You'll have to use bottled ink. With the V169, you'll see it has a skeletonized overlay over the actual pen body and cap. And you can see that it is a blue material underneath. Removing the cap, you can see this one has a stainless steel nib, a metal grip section. Then you'll have the piston cap here, which will work the vacuum filler. With a vacuum filler, you pull it out fully and insert the nib down into the ink. And as you press it down, it creates a vacuum. And at the bottom of the travel, it releases that vacuum and pulls ink into the chamber of the body here. Opening up the P20 here. Same clear plastic box with the instruction manual. These are somewhat generic instructions. As you can see, it has instructions for a converter, ink cartridges, piston, eyedropper, and vacuum filling. So they cover all their bases here. But luckily that means they only need one set of instructions for all their pens. This one here is going to be a piston filler. And this one also has an ink window here. A gold tone nib. And this one is resin for the section as well as the piston knob. So we have a fairly good selection here of pens that I'll be working on getting to reviewing. I just wanted to kind of show them off, as they're some I've had my eye on. None of them are particularly new. They just all interest me for different reasons. We ended up with 2 different piston fillers, a cartridge converter pin, and then a vacuum filler with the V169. So if you're interested in seeing a review on any of these pins in the near future, let me know if one of them would interest you more than the other, and I can get to work on that.